Hey, sports fans, this is Robert with WTP Sports News here again tonight with my man Level Up Sports 10. How you doing, bro?
Pretty good, pretty good. Appreciate you having me once again for a great evening.
Oh man, definitely, man. You one of our most consistent, you know, people to get on and talk ball, man. And we appreciate you jumping on. And sooner or later we're gonna be doing lives from Level Up Sports 10. So be looking out for that soon.
Yes, indeed.
So we got a big weekend this weekend in college football, man. It's some major games, quite a few undefeated teams playing against each other. Of course, we
Yes.
got a good game tonight in the NFL, and we're going to get started soon with the first game of this slate in college football in week 4. It's going to be a really good game tomorrow night, and we're going to talk about that here in a little bit. But everybody out there that's watching, please make sure you hit the like button. That's the thumbs up button. Hit that. If you watch any of the other videos, make sure that you hit that thumbs up button. Make sure you share it with your friends and family and ask them to subscribe and support our channel. The more subscribers we get, the more likes we get, the more content we can produce and make and put out there for the public to see. We're really trying to grow this channel and grow Level Up Sports 10, and we're trying to grow City League TV because we really want all three of these channels to be hopping and jumping and with all kinds of people watching and subscribing. So make sure when you get a chance that you go back, hit the like button on all the videos, and share all the videos with your friends and family and ask them to subscribe. Here come
Pre-
our man, City League TV.
What it do? What it do, fellas?
What's
What's
up? What's
going on
up?
with the League TV?
Chilling. I'm off
You
camera
must have
today,
had
but I'm
dinner
here.
tonight.
Huh?
You must have had dinner.
Yep, another late one.
The smoke, the turkey legs.
Nah, I ate bad today.
Said no clean eating today, huh?
Yeah, I ate bad today. I drunk all my juices though, so I got my fruits and vegetables in me, so I'm good.
That's good.
Yep, how y'all fellas doing?
I'm good, bro. I'm good, man. I had a good day at work. But of course, we had no students. We just had our training today, so it was cool.
What's happening?
Pretty
What's up?
good, man. Same here.
Yeah. All right, y'all. Well, let's go ahead and dive into it and get it rolling.
Indeed.
Up first,
Let's get it.
number 24, Illinois. At number 22, Nebraska. Nebraska is favored by 9.5. The over and under is 43.5, and both of these teams are undefeated.
Mm.
Thoughts on that one, Level Up Sports 10?
I've been watching. I watched a little bit of Illinois. I would say the first week. Got a little glimpse of what they did last week as well. I've been watching Nebraska, and I could say it's going to be a great one. I got Nebraska winning this one. I think it's going to be a close one. And what you said, the cover was what was the over?
Nebraska is favored by 9.5, and the over and under is 43.5.
I'm gonna take Illinois with the points. I would like to see Nebraska win, but that's a lot, on Illinois' behalf, and they've definitely stepped up a lot on defense. And I'm gonna take Illinois on an upset, and I'm gonna pick them to. I'm gonna pick the under because I think both teams will come out and be ready to play some tough defense and not allow some of those long balls that's been going on both teams this year, and get a big win. I think it'll put Illinois in a different perspective as far as in viewers as well this year.
Okay. What's your thoughts on that one, T1?
I'm gonna go with the hot hand, even though both of them are undefeated. I'm gonna go with, and it's in Nebraska, right?
Yes, sir.
So I'm gonna go with the home team, but I'm gonna take Illinois with the points. I'm gonna go with Nebraska for the win and see if they want to keep this train going. Because I think I had them undefeated all the way up until they met us. So yeah, I'm gonna take Nebraska, but Illinois with the points.
Yeah, I got the same thing, man. I got Nebraska being undefeated until they meet the Ohio State Buckeyes. So I got to pick them to win this game, but I'm taking Illinois with the points. And that over and under is real low, man. That's like a score 24-20.
Yeah, that's kind of low.
Can somebody score 30? Can somebody score 24? So I'm going to take the over, even though Illinois got really good defense and Nebraska got a pretty solid defense. I'm going to take the over in this one because I think they're going to score more than 43.5 points together. But I'm definitely taking Illinois and the points. But Nebraska is going to win this football game.
I think they might be thinking that it's going to be maybe a low-scoring game because both offenses may meet the best defense that they've seen so far.
Right.
It might not be as easy as it's been for those first 3 games.
And Illinois has played the better of the three. I mean, the better of the two competition-wise. They played Kansas, who Kansas ain't looking too good right now, but talent-wise, Kansas got a lot of players.
Right.
They're far more talented. Well, I can't say that because Nebraska played Colorado.
Right.
Yeah. Well, I take that back.
Well, Colorado looked horrible against Nebraska. I don't know if that was just Nebraska making them look bad, but they looked horrible.
Yeah, I was surprised about that too.
Yeah, they definitely took advantage of Colorado's offensive line in that game for sure. And
defensive line. It's ugly.
Yeah. All right, the next one we got up is NC State at number 21, Clemson. Clemson is favored by 20.5 points, and the over and under is 48. What's your thoughts on that one, T1?
I'll take Clemson. And he said by 21. Is it in Clemson? Is it in Clemson? I wouldn't take that point. Then I wouldn't bother those points because it's too many, and a team can get to blowing the team out and then they score some of those late touchdowns. So, unless it's some type of for sure, Alabama going up against somebody with 21 points, but Clemson and where they are right now. So I will take Clemson for the win, but I will take the points with NC State.
Okay. What's your thoughts on that one, Level Up Sports Team?
I'm the same way. I feel that's a tough stretch with the 20 points, 21 points. That's be tough to get, and it's a showdown. Both teams need to win, I think, to put their season in a different position, take a driver's seat. I think North Carolina State, I think, of both teams, I feel, need to win with a lot going on in their program as well, but as well as Clemson. So I think it's going to be a dogfight. Clemson with the win, but the points, North Carolina State, I feel, get the points. I don't think they can get it by 21.
That's a pretty funny looking line, man. If they got Clemson favored by 20.5, but the over and under is only 48.
48, yeah.
Like, you ain't expecting NC State to score much, which they probably won't, because I don't think they got their starting quarterback playing in this game. So
he's still out.
Not being out there, they probably not going to score more than 10 points.
Oh, well, that's different. That's different. That changes the game. That sounds like they can get that spread if they don't have their starting quarterback to at least get them a couple points, because Clemson's going to score. But are they going to score 6-7 touchdowns? That's the question.
I don't think they.
I'm still not taking. I don't know. I wouldn't even go with no points on that. I couldn't do it. I have to probably try to. That's just an ugly game.
Yeah, it looks ugly, but I'm picking Clemson. I'm taking the points, and I'm taking the over.
Okay. Yeah. So you just saying a big. You see, you're an ACC guy though, so you might know a little bit more about Clemson and going up against North Carolina to me.
I don't know. I just think that defense in North Carolina State's. I think they had just keep Clemson from getting them points. And Clemson's still a team that, they haven't really played nobody in the points they've put up this year, in my opinion. So that's still to be seen, and this will be a good test for them.
Yeah, well, I mean, it could be because NC State do got a pretty decent defense, man. So they could. But I'm gonna go with listen, my picks ain't been no good, no way. So I can really throw anything out there, and it's gonna come out
Because
Yeah.
Clemson will be a team to put up that many points at the same time too. That's the crazy thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they trying to anyway because they mean the way Georgia did them in that first game, man, they trying to redeem themselves. So they trying
Yeah, they have to do something.
Have to, definitely.
Yeah. All right, here come our next one. We got UCLA at number 16 LSU. LSU is favored by 25.5 points, and the over and under is 55.5. And Kate, neither one of these teams afford to lose. So what's your thoughts on that one? Level Up Sports 10?
It's gonna be funny with this one for me. I watched LSU last week, and I got a glimpse of UCLA. I'm gonna pick LSU all the way, cover the 25 and the go over. I think they're gonna go home and they're gonna try to put a whipping on UCLA.
Yeah. What's your
Yeah,
thoughts?
I'm agree with that. I don't even need to say anything other than what he just said. I'm right there with him.
USC, I feel like you said one team, they look horrible.
Yeah. UCLA, y'all coming to the Big Ten looking like that against Indiana. That was ugly. Unless Indiana has a team, but
Right.
that was ugly. That was ugly.
Yeah, if they ain't got Michael Penix incarnate, then Indiana ain't got no good team. This just what's the name? UCLA is just horrible. I'm going the same direction y'all going. I'm picking LSU. I'm taking the points, and I'm taking the over because they might score 55.5 on them on their own.
Right, because they definitely upset, and they want to take it out on somebody.
Right, definitely. This next one, we got Georgia Tech at number 19, Louisville. Louisville is favored by 10.5 points. The over and under is 57.5. What's your thoughts on that one, T1?
I don't know much about either one of those, so I'm gonna go with Louisville. But you said the points were what?
They favored by 10.5, and the over and under is 57.5.
I'm gonna go with Louisville and take the under.
Okay, what's your thoughts on that one, Level Up Sports 10?
I know we spoke a little about Louisville when the schedule they got coming up. I think they're out to prove a point. I've been watching them, and I remember when Lamar Jackson had Louisville, I believe they was in the same position, being ranked around the 19, 15 seed when they played my Seminoles. They tore my Seminoles up and took off. And in that game, they put up 63. So I'm taking Louisville with the over 57.5 and the 10.5 points against Georgia Tech this coming Saturday.
Oh, so you said Louisville gonna throw up some points, huh?
I feel Louisville was about that with the points. I seen a glimpse of them, and I remember watching them a couple times last year. They definitely a force to be reckoned with.
Georgia Tech just has been buns in football for a long time.
I got it as an actual the big game of the ACC for me too. I think that's the biggest game of the ACC this week. That'll determine a lot as far as in the standings too. Clemson's game, then you got that Louisville, Georgia Tech. It's a couple other games as well.
What's Georgia Tech's record?
I want to say Georgia Tech is 2-1. Let me double check.
It might be 2-1 too. Yeah. I know after they beat Florida State, they lost that next week.
Yeah, they did lose the next week, and I think they won the following week. Georgia Tech 3-1 actually.
3? Oh yeah, that's right. Because they played a week.
They played
that week 0.
3-1. Woo! I might change my mind now.
Okay.
Because they put up 59. They played VMI. Then they lost that game by 3 to Syracuse. Of course, took up my nose, and then Georgia State. So they've been averaging around 30 plus, about 30 points a game almost.
Who they lose to?
Just Syracuse by 3, 31-28.
Man, Georgia State. You just said Georgia State, and am I thinking Georgia State or Georgia? Either Georgia State or Georgia Southern beat somebody last week. That was crazy too.
think it was
I
Georgia
forget
State.
which one. Georgia State.
Yeah, I think it was.
Now, remember they lost last
No,
week.
they lost to Georgia Tech.
Arizona.
That's
They
right.
lost to Georgia State. Lost to oh no, I'm thinking about somebody else. Never mind. Nope. Never
Yeah, I think Georgia State upset
Yeah.
somebody last week. I think they was
They
one of
beat
those
They beat
upsets.
Vanderbilt. Yeah, they
Yeah,
beat
they beat
Vanderbilt.
Vanderbilt. You're right.
Yeah, on the last second touchdown.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
they beat Vanderbilt. That's right.
Another SEC powerhouse. Go ahead.
Yeah. Man, this is a tough one, man, because I don't know what Louisville team gonna show up, and I don't know what Georgia Tech team gonna show up. But when it's saying 57.5, they're expecting some fireworks. So,
Right.
and Georgia Tech been averaging over 30 points a game. I think Louisville been averaging over 30 points a game too. So I'm gonna
Yeah.
take the over, but I'm gonna pick Georgia Tech, not to win the game, but in them points. But I got Louisville winning the game, but I'm taking Georgia Tech in the points and the over on that one. All right, the next one we got a big one. The one we've been waiting for. At least I know you've been waiting on this one, T1.
Yeah.
Number 11, USC at number 18, Michigan. USC is favored by 5.5. The over and under is 46.5. What's your thoughts on that one, T1?
Give me USC and the points.
Said USC and the points.
Yeah, give me the points too. They're gonna cover the points.
I'm
What's your
feeling
thoughts on that one?
I'm feeling the same way, man. I don't know what it is. From when I seen that USC team against that LSU in that second half, and the way they held their composure, the way the offense looked, the way the defense looked, and they just seem to be getting better and better every week. I'm gonna take USC with the points. I'm picking them to take the over as well. I think they about to go in the big house and look like Barkley looked, them years ago when he came through on the Big Ten. Nothing against you on that City League, but I feel like USC is really about something this year.
Yeah, I like to see it.
I'm also going to take USC in the points, but I'm taking the under on this one. I don't think I really don't see Michigan scoring a lot of points, but I don't see them giving up more than 30 to USC either. So I'm taking USC in the points, but I'm taking the under on that one as well. Hopefully Michigan can keep the ball away from them.
They switch quarterbacks too, so you never know. That little running quarterback might up the score for him a little bit.
It might, or it might lead to field goals.
Right.
I was just trying to be non-biased, just a little tiny bit.
Just a little tiny bit. All right, the next one we got. It's another good one. Number 12, Utah at number 14, Oklahoma State. Utah is favored by 1.5. The over and under is 52.5.
Where they playing?
They playing in Oklahoma State, in Stillwater. What's your thoughts on that one, Level Up Sports 10?
This is a tough game. Utah still without their quarterback. I'm going to go with Oklahoma State at home, 52.5. I'm going to take the under on this one. I feel like Oklahoma State definitely could get at least 30, possibly 35, but I just don't think Utah can move that ball offensively in a showdown this big without their quarterback in Stillwater. That place is going to be rocking.
Yeah. What's your thoughts on that one, T.Y.?
I'm going with the home team. Vegas made it a coin toss, so that game ain't easy for nobody in no type of way.
Right.
So yeah, I'm going with the home team.
Man, I was kind of shocked that they made it a toss-up like that. Seeing that Cam Rising's not playing, man, I'm kind of shocked about that one because Oklahoma State's quarterback balled out last week. Bowman, he balled last week, and they
Yeah.
got Ollie Gordon running the football. I'm definitely taking Oklahoma State to win this game, but I'm taking the under because I don't see Utah scoring a whole lot of points, man. And I
Yeah.
don't see
Yeah,
them
but that
getting a whole lot to Oklahoma State either. They probably get in the 20s, but I can't even see Utah getting out of the teens. So I'm taking Oklahoma State and the points, and I'm taking the under on that one.
that's crazy for it to be 1.5, and
Yeah,
you still playing the backup quarterback.
right. Yeah,
So
you're right.
I'm taking Oklahoma State and the little points.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. All right, the next one we got, it ain't a big one, but we never know. Vanderbilt at number 7, Missouri. Missouri is favored by 21.5, and the over and under is 52.5. What's your thoughts on that one, T1?
Missouri and the points. Vandy just got beat by FCS school. Nah,
Hey, but remember they beat Virginia Tech.
They started the
I ain't buying
season.
it. I don't care.
on, on that note, ACC is what it is. Florida State 0-3. So that Virginia Tech, to me, that's not a good win with Vandy. I think Missouri gonna come. They trying to make some noise and put a statement game to the test. So I think they're gonna sweep Vandy under the rug, 21.5. Let's take it. And I'm gonna take the
I
under.
will.
Because I'm gonna just go with the under. I just don't think Vandy could get 14 points, let alone Missouri getting 50. So I'm gonna go under, but I am gonna take Missouri with the points.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Missouri in the points too. Vanderbilt is the basement dweller of the SEC. Everybody go to beat up on them. They that guy that just get in the ring so you can get your win.
Yeah.
So I'm
Yeah,
That
taking
was good.
Missouri.
That was good 2 years ago.
Yeah, they were. They ended up winning 8 games, I think, that year.
A lot of teams they rebuilt and
Yeah.
I think they got it back
They're baseball school, man. They academics too. They're really good in academics
real
and they're
good.
baseball school.
Yeah.
But I'm taking Missouri to pound their head in and cover that 21.5. But I'm taking the under too as well because I don't see Vanderbilt scoring very many points. And I don't believe that Missouri is going to score 50 either. So, yeah, I'm going to take the under on that one. Next one we got coming up, number 8, Miami at South Florida. Miami is favored by 16.5, and the over and under is a whopping 65.5.
Wow.
It's the same South Florida team that gave Alabama 50 in the fourth quarter.
Yeah. And they ended up with, what was that, 49-14? That ended up getting 60 plus points. I'm gonna take Miami. I'm gonna take them with the 16 points as well. 16.5. Well, it's just, because South Florida, they at home. And South Florida is a scary team when they're at home in games like this. And this was one of those trap games I actually wrote down for the week. If Miami go in and they sleep, South Florida gonna wake them up in the fourth quarter and send them home. That's one thing for sure. But I'm gonna take Miami on the win. I'm gonna go with South Florida. I think South Florida could get the points. I just don't think Miami could get a win by 16.5 in South Florida, knowing how they see each other all year round. A lot of them played against each other as well, and I'm gonna go under on the points.
All right, what's your thoughts on that one, T1?
I'm going under on the points as well. And I'm going with an upset right here.
I like that.
Give me South Florida.
I like that pick too. I mean,
You saying South Florida with the points or South Florida with the outright win?
Both. I got the upset, and so just with that, I get the points.
Okay, man. Listen, that's one of them Robert Brown predictions, bro.
That's my upset special pick right there. Gotta find a way to get an upset in there somewhere.
Hey man, you listen. You ain't far off. That's for sure. Because South Florida definitely can. This could be an upset game, man. It could be an upset game. I'm a roll with my homies, man, and KT, my boy Justin, my boy Tim Muhammad. I'm gonna roll with the Miami Hurricanes, man, to win the game. I don't think they're gonna cover, and I'm taking the under as well. So I got Miami winning it, but not covering, and the under on that game. Let's go, Miami. Prove me wrong. Because I got you winning the ACC. Okay, this is probably the biggest game of the day. Number 6, Tennessee at number 15, Oklahoma. Tennessee is favored by 7. The over and under is 57.5. And Oklahoma gets back the Anderson kid at wide receiver. That might make a difference.
Man.
What's your thoughts on that one, T1?
Give me Tennessee and the points. They're gonna hand it to Oklahoma.
I'm gonna go opposite of you. This is my upset pick of the week. I know a lot of people got Tennessee going into Oklahoma and getting a win. I think the Anderson plays a big role in this. I just feel Oklahoma, this is a game they must have. Tennessee, they just haven't proven enough in the past years for me to really feel that Tennessee is Tennessee. And I'm going to just take Oklahoma. And I feel that they both is going to be a definite shootout and to cover the 57 points as well.
Man, this is this is a kind of difficult one because Oklahoma's defense is really good. They're opportunistic. I think they're leading the country in turnovers right now.
Yeah.
Defensive, turnovers, takeaways. And Tennessee has that first-year starter, which I think Oklahoma's defense is going to give him some troubles. But the flip side of that is Oklahoma's offense is crap. They can't run the ball. That offense, this will be their fourth game. They have started a different combination of offensive linemen in each one of their games.
Yeah, that's bad.
Their offensive line sucks. So I don't know which way to go on this one. But since I'm a Texas Longhorn fan and we are not supposed to like Boomer Sooner, I'm going with the Tennessee Vols, and I'm taking the points, and I'm taking I'm taking the over because I think Tennessee going to put 40 on them boys.
Oh, wow.
Only because I don't want to be a Boomer Sooner.
Respect.
I think they're gonna hand it to them. I really do.
I sure hope you're right. I sure hope you're right. This game right here, man, is I ain't sure about this one, but I put it on the slate, man, because I wanted to hear y'all's thoughts on it. What's that? 13? Number 13. Is it 13? Yeah, 13 Kansas State at BYU. And Kansas State is only favored by 7 points. And the over and under is 47.5. What's your thoughts on that one, Level Up Sports team?
I was looking at my paper. I actually had that game down in the middle of my notes as a definite game to watch. Kansas State play Arizona. It showed me a different Kansas State. I know I have Arizona in that Big 12 still winning. It's just crazy because it's just going to be a tough game. BYU going to come out. They're going to play, and it's just going to be a battle. And I feel like City League on this one. He picked up USF over Miami. I'm taking the BYU Cougars over the Kansas State Jayhawks this Saturday. And I have that game with BYU airing it out along with Kansas State, and I feel they're going over the points as well.
Okay. What's your thoughts on that one, T1?
I'm the opposite. Give me Kansas State and the points.
He said, well,
They're gonna cover.
points.
They're gonna go on BYU and leave a lot of them little Utah people sad.
Man, I'm gonna tell y'all this, man. Listen, Provo is not a place that you want to go and play, man.
It's rough.
It's tough, man. It is tough, and I think that's the reason why they only got Kansas State favored by 7. And you know, both of these teams are undefeated too.
Yeah.
So, man, I'm gonna take BYU and the points, but I do believe Kansas State is going to win the game. But I'm taking BYU and the points, and I'm taking the over the 47.5. I really want to pick BYU to win this game, man. I really do. But Kansas State, you know, they grimy, they gritty, they hardcore. I just can't see them letting BYU pull out that game. Even though it's in Provo, man, where it's tough to play. I'm going with Kansas State, but I'm not giving them the points. I'm taking BYU in the points, but I'm picking Kansas State to win that game. And both of them teams are undefeated. The Tennessee-Oklahoma game, they undefeated. The Utah and Oklahoma State game, they both undefeated. And the Illinois and Nebraska game, both of them undefeated.
Yeah, some good ones. Some good ones.
Yeah, man, some good ones. All right, the last one, because we know we want this guy to be able to talk about his team, so I put him on the slate. The Marshall Thundering Herd at the Ohio State Buckeyes. They got them in the shoe. The Buckeyes are favored by 39.5 points, and the over and under is only 52. Marshall,
give me the Buckeyes in the over. We're going to make this easy, but give me the Buckeyes in the over. That's it.
He said easy. I ain't even going to waste no time. Buckeyes and over.
Yeah, because, you know, we play around, but I don't even see us even playing around. Like, really, I see us getting the spread, too. Like I say, we more practice.
So you also saying that they ain't going to have no bye week slump either. They coming right out on fire.
Oh, yeah, we're going to be right back crispy.
Crispy. What's your thoughts on that one, Level Up Sports 10?
I was thinking about when I was actually, me and my dad stayed over by that area when they played the Thunder and Herd. Marshall gonna bring their fans, but I got OSU in a landslide, 39.5. T1. I need them to come out and give me a plus 40 this Saturday, and I got them covering as well. Over is no problem.
Man, listen. I watched that Randy Moss special last night, bro. And I'm telling you right now, Marshall ain't got a damn thing coming. They about to get
right.
They about to get. Listen, they might not score, bro. They might not score unless Ohio State makes a mistake and they get a field goal. That's the only way they get any points in this game, man. They about to get slaughtered. Anytime somebody favored by 40 and the over and under is 52.
59.
Right.
4 points away. It's a slaughter.
Right.
And what was y'all before the bye? 48 to nothing before the bye week?
No problem.
What's the name by 50? The first game against Akron, that was 50.
Yeah, same week, same thing, man. Different week, same thing.
Yeah.
Practice.
That's it, man. Just another day in the house to work. That's it.
Yeah. So what you saying? You getting 2 100-yard rushers tomorrow and 2 100-yard receivers tomorrow, T1? I mean on Saturday?
I'm hoping so. The receiver part should be easy, but I need both of them running backs to get 100.
So you saying 600 yards total offense?
No, about 550.
550.
Mm-hmm.
Would you be happy if y'all got 75 apiece at the running game?
No.
You said you won 100.
No.
I mean, that's if they just play, like just the first half only or something, and we were still able to keep them fresh, because that's what I don't want to see, and we know we don't have to.
Okay.
Let's stay fresh. Let's stay fresh. Let's stay crispy. Let's stay sharp, and keep getting better every week.
I feel you. All right, so let me ask y'all this. So far, who has been your biggest surprise team so far after 3 weeks?
Whew.
I gotta go with. Go ahead. You got it.
Nah, go ahead. No, go ahead, because I wasn't ready.
I would say me coming into this year, I did not expect for Duke to be undefeated coming into week 4
That's a good one.
in the ACC. They reloaded, they hit the transporter on ways, and it is fitting exactly what they're doing. I just didn't expect Duke to come out that way.
That's a good one. What about you, T.Y.?
Well, already I mentioned mine already, and I got 2. I have to give 2 because I can't just give 1. And it's you said disappointing or surprise?
Biggest surprise. Yeah, biggest
Oh yeah. It's still the same. I still got to give 2. Like I am surprised at Moss B's Florida State Seminoles. I'm surprised, and I'm equally surprised with our defending national champions. I don't think we've ever had a defending national champion come out the gates looking like that team up north's been looking.
Yeah.
So that's surprising. Like, and really I wish I could wait until after Saturday's game just in case they go 2-2, which confirm what I'm speaking about.
How big of a smile would you have on your face if they go 2-2?
Not that big, because we still lost to them last time we played, and that's all I would have to hear from the Michigan fans. So, I just want the season to play. I want to smile after we get done playing them, because we done lost 3 straight. So, and they got a natty. As a Buckeye fan, just being honest, ain't much I can say to a Michigan fan. All I could do is just talk about their 3 years worth of cheating, but that's it. As far as on the field and playing a game, they got us. Regardless of how they got us, and they get to talk their smack.
Okay. Well, my biggest surprise, because I was dogging them all before we even started. All my previews, I was dogging this team, and they turned out to be all right. The USC Trojans.
Yeah.
Man, I was dogging them. I was talking to a nephew. He was like, man, we're going to be all right. And I'm like, nah, man, y'all can't stop the run. Y'all in the Big Ten. They're going to be smash-mouthing y'all to death. Look at USC. They done beat LSU, and they might have a chance of, well, they got a chance tomorrow. On Saturday of beating Michigan. So they're going to shut them out.
So if they lose to Michigan, do you go back to your feeling that you felt before that?
Oh yeah, I sure am. I do it like I told you, nephew. USC ain't just like
So would you say that if USC do win and Oklahoma State win, what's your thoughts on that?
Who Oklahoma State got again?
They got Utah.
Utah. I think Oklahoma State should win. If Utah don't have their starting quarterback, they got something to say, hey, we didn't have our starting quarterback at this time. I think it's an upset if Utah win.
Yeah. If Oklahoma State win that game, man, they the front runners to win the even though Kansas State looking good, man, they're gonna give the Big 12 heck, man.
12 a run, yeah.
That's the only team, Kansas State, really the only team that would be in their way after that point.
Don't forget about Iowa State up there.
Yeah,
they got a trap game this week. I put them down with a trap game against that Arkansas State team for some reason.
No, they not gonna be like Michigan. They gonna blow them boys out.
I put it as a trap.
Look, watch, Moss B. They gonna blow them out. And it's gonna be like, see, this is just still Arkansas State. They can't play football. It's just they play Michigan.
Right. See, and that's gonna
That's
let
what I'm
me know.
saying.
Yeah. Like, man, it's just a lot that's went on this season, and I agree with you. Like, I'm more than going crazy about the Seminoles and how we looking this year. And then I was definitely surprised with Michigan. I would have thought that they had a better looking quarterback of some sort than what they've showed so far, for sure, being Michigan and the way things have went. But I think those recruitment allegations have definitely halted a lot of kids wanting to come and play too as well, because they want to play for the bigger goal. And when that's in jeopardy in ways that you're not sure, I think that kind of halt some of that recruitment as well.
They still got some players. They got some players that chose to go there instead of Ohio State and Alabama. So they still picked up some players.
I'm gonna
It's
just say
just
they
a
probably,
different ball game when that's what we're about to witness and see. Like these dudes just had 3 years of being able to know what every single team they were playing was running.
right.
That's unheard of. And their record is for those 3 years is almost unheard of. They just got popped a couple times because they don't know everything. And even if you do know a play, you still can be beat.
Right.
It's just they wasn't beat as often because, you're not going to get them all right. And they wasn't 100%. They ain't get them all right. That's why teams scored sometimes. But, just your chances of winning are greater. And they don't have those chances of winning no more. Now they got to just play football.
Kind of look like the Michigan of before Ohio State went on that. When Ohio State went
No,
on
it's Michigan before the Connor Stallions dude came.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When Harbaugh was like 80 something and 40 something. Disgusting.
He said disgusting.
They was about to fire Harbaugh, man.
Yeah, they were.
If he wouldn't have canceled that 2020 game and we would have played, Harbaugh would have been gone.
Yeah, that was the sentiment that people had out there in the world about that game.
Yeah, one more L, he was gone.
Yeah.
They wasn't about to go for that no more. And they were desperate. Would you say?
If Ryan Day get another L, is he gone?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Ooh.
For sure. And then especially with what we have, and we know Michigan's gonna be different when they meet us. But how different. So it's not looking good for that team up north.
I agree.
Yeah, they don't look that good right now. They got a lot of
And
talent.
we want revenge.
Oh yeah.
We want revenge. So make no mistake about that. Now this team right here, this team ain't going in bullshitting none when we play that team. We will be locked in. It's been 3 years. It's players on that team. Well, I don't think anybody on that team has a pair of gold pants.
Right.
No, they don't.
Because you have to go all the way back to 2019.
Well.
So I don't think anybody has a pair of gold pants on this team. So it's really, really different now. We've never had that. Last year, somebody had some gold pants out there. This year, I got no gold pants. Unless they've been around for, let's say on their 6th year. And I don't think we have any of those.
Yeah, I remember when I was younger, man, when Lee Williams was the swimming director at the swimming pool at Windsor Pool, man, and he had 2 pair on his chain, right?
Mm-hmm.
I thought they was boxing gloves.
Mm-hmm.
So I was talking to him one day, and he was telling me, he was like, "No, man, them ain't no boxing gloves. Those is gold pants, man. You know what them gold pants mean? It means I was on the Ohio State football team, and we beat them the 2. Every time you win, you get one." And he said, "I'll beat Michigan twice."
Mm-hmm.
That's the Williams.
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
Williams was a good man too, man. Good man.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was looking at the SEC, some of the SEC teams, man, and their schedule, right? And I was looking at Oklahoma because, of course, Oklahoma and Texas are rivals. And Oklahoma's schedule, man, is brutal. And they
Yeah.
got a much better team than what their record is going to show at the end of the season because they're going to take some serious L's, man. And they're going to probably end up like 7-5 or something like that. And
I hope
their
they
team
don't.
is much better than that. Much better than that.
I hope they don't. I hope they surprise some teams. I hope they beat some teams that we think they might not beat, like a Georgia or Alabama.
Yeah, I do too. They got a brutal schedule though. But then I looked at Missouri. Missouri got the cupcake schedule, man. And I'm
Yeah.
like, man, y'all been in the freaking SEC forever. Why y'all get a cupcake schedule? And Oklahoma just come and they get this brutal schedule.
Brutal.
And they're gonna their schedule, they're gonna probably be like 10-2, 11-1, but they're not that good.
Well, you know, the schedules was made years ago, with the exception of adding Texas and Oklahoma to the schedule. Other than that, you know, those schedules been made up years ago. They just had to drop 2 teams. They had to drop 2 games once Texas and Oklahoma came in.
Yeah.
Just like our schedule, you know, we didn't make it, but this is what it is this year, and it's set up for us.
Ain't nobody gonna be able to say y'all got an easy schedule next year because the Longhorns is coming to the shoe.
Right. Hey, but look, once you look at our schedule, and by the time we play Nebraska, if they continue like they're going, they should be undefeated. So I mean, we'll beat them play, and barring that Nebraska and Michigan just don't flip. You know what I mean? I don't know. I don't see Michigan in the top 25 by the time we beat them.
I don't see them in the
So
top.
I guess I can take that. I guess I can scratch that. So that'll leave what? Penn State, Oregon, Nebraska, 3. Okay.
Yeah.
Because y'all don't play USC, do you?
No.
No, don't play.
We'll play them in the championship game. That's what it's looking like.
Yeah.
Like, can you imagine that? Ohio State, USC, classic. That's a classic. That's a Rose Bowl classic.
Rose Bowl.
Classic, man.
For the Big Ten.
Yeah.
And for a bye in the playoffs.
Yeah. Where y'all play y'all's Big Ten championship game at?
Indianapolis. Indy.
That's right. Yeah, Indy. Man, that's a short drive too.
Yeah.
Fan base is crazy.
Well, do they usually split the tickets 50-50 in that one, or how they do that?
Yeah.
It's
50-50. Yeah,
But I think the
50-50, and then they
last
sell some to the public.
The last time
Like,
y'all
they
was in the
already
Big
on
Ten-
sale at the public, for the public right now.
Yeah.
You can buy a Big Ten championship ticket right now.
Yeah, for sure.
You just don't know if your team will be there. Like, I should buy mine right now.
So what's your thoughts on a Heisman watch? What players do you got on your Heisman watch list at this point?
Hunter by itself right now.
I got Hunter and Cam Ward right now. Them the two I got.
I got Hunter, Cam Ward, and I got your boy from Boise State, the running back. I just like the way he's still making noise on the running side of the ball. He haven't really made much noise since that game against I think Oregon, but he's still pounding the ball week in, week out. But definitely, I think right now Hunter and Ward is running away with it at the top. If Ewers if he was healthy, I think he'd definitely be talked about more within that. But I definitely agree with those choices as well.
Yeah, if he would have finished that game last week at the pace he was on, he would have been my front runner. Only because Hunter is just on a team that's not any good. So I don't know how the voters are going to treat him.
Right.
For that award.
Like, he's just so good and special on both sides of the ball.
I'm hoping that's what they do because, I mean, when you look at what he's doing, man, he deserves it right now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Hands down, all by himself.
Yeah.
So
You
if
can't even go ahead, Joe.
no, go ahead. No, you good. Go ahead. Go ahead.
You can't even compare any of the two-way players in the past to what he's doing right now. I mean, it
Not
ain't
one
even
bit.
close. It ain't
Not
even
one
close.
bit.
Not even close.
Do you think if Miller Moss go into the big house this weekend and give Michigan a lump, do you think they put him in a Heisman race?
He'll be mentioned. He'll definitely be mentioned. He'll be down 5, 6,
Right.
somewhere around in there, but he'll definitely be on their radar. That's for sure. I tell you, who's not on their radar anymore?
Shador.
Carson Beck.
Carson Beck.
Oh yeah, he out of here.
You know, he got a shoulder injury too.
Yeah. I think he's just the typical your college quarterback. And it's a lot of quarterbacks that we see that play great in college that just don't transfer over to the NFL. And I think he'll be one of those quarterbacks. Nothing against him. I think he'll just fall in that category of those quarterbacks. I think he'll have a great life outside of football and what he dive into, but I just don't think he'll fit for that NFL.
Yeah, I don't think I've watched him enough to have an opinion on him NFL-wise or not. But just what I've seen from him so far this year, last year must have been a fluke because this year he's looking horrible. And maybe he ain't got the receivers. I don't know.
Yeah, he had that money tight end he could go to. Somebody gonna pop Georgia this year. And if they have multiple games looking like the way they looked against Kentucky, they might get popped twice.
Yeah.
By somebody, because if that's Kentucky, I'm ready. Who do they play this week? They got an easy game this week.
That's what I was about to check out.
Georgia?
Their schedule.
Who you mean, Georgia or Kentucky?
Yeah, they keep a cupcake schedule.
Georgia, who Georgia play this week, they might have a bye. I forget. I ain't check and see who they.
Yeah, they would have been up. They would have been up at the top.
Yeah.
Unless it's going by the times. Yeah.
No, they got a bye. They got Alabama next week.
Who Alabama had this week?
They might be off too.
Yeah, they off too.
Oh yeah, they got some BS in the game. Alabama and Georgia off on the same week. What y'all trying to prove?
Yeah, I think they're gonna get Georgia.
Somebody gonna pop somebody who. So what teams could possibly pop Georgia on their schedule? Who on there? Do they have Tennessee or Missouri?
No, they got Texas, Alabama, and Ole Miss at away.
Ooh, Texas, Alabama, and Ole Miss. Oh yeah, they're getting popped. Like I said, they might get popped twice.
Yeah.
Because they just didn't look impressive on either line. I just didn't see it, and I didn't see the secondary either. Texas may pull a Michigan against Georgia. They really gonna be talking about Texas.
Yeah.
Well, they play Tennessee too.
Oh, see,
And Ole Miss and Alabama.
See?
And Texas. Oh yeah.
Georgia did not look. Georgia, if any of these teams, if Texas or Tennessee or Missouri or Ole Miss, if any of those teams are who their records say they are as of right now, and off of what we've seen, how many of those teams do y'all think can beat Georgia? If Georgia had to play them tomorrow, how many of those teams is Georgia beating?
They're losing all three of them.
That's what I was about to say. They taking lumps.
They're losing all three of them.
That's what it looked like.
They out the playoff picture.
Wow.
They're losing all three of them.
Wow.
That's it.
No,
we gonna have to keep
got
that on
Tennessee
the watch.
too. They lose to three of those four. They lose.
That's big time watch list right there.
Yeah, that's the watch list. We got to put them on there because they.
Saying that, Georgia may have the toughest schedule right there. If you saying they have Missouri, Tennessee, Alabama and Ole Miss.
No, they don't got Missouri. They got Alabama,
Oh.
Texas.
Oh, that's what I meant. Yeah, that's 4.
Ole Miss and Tennessee. Yeah,
That's 4.
Pretty tough.
but look how they finished the season though. UMass and Georgia Tech.
Wow.
Hey, they
play at Georgia
they
Tech?
may need
Yeah,
those victories.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're gonna need.
They may need those victories.
Yeah, because we gonna keep them on watch because they
Yeah,
started out
because
fine.
those games are all 4 of those. Like all 4 of those, if you go out there playing like y'all just played, y'all losing.
Yeah, because I
And
know
a
we
couple of
had
those
them.
teams gonna beat the brakes off y'all, and they owe y'all ass kicking.
Yeah, because we had them in our playoff bracket too. Now that make me think we gonna have to do another playoff bracket in a couple of weeks. The way
And
Georgia,
you know
made it.
they was number 1.
Yeah,
They was number
Georgia,
1. The way they looked,
man,
all 5 they looked against Kentucky. I don't have them. I don't have them in the playoffs.
Yeah,
Yeah, we're gonna do another one this week just based on what the top AP top 25 was. So every week we're gonna do one because it changed a little bit this time too. And
That's
so every
crazy.
week we're gonna do one and just see what it looks like.
Cool.
Yeah. They got a bye after they play Texas, then they got a bye, then they play Florida, then they play Ole Miss, then they play Tennessee.
So they got Texas next week coming off their bye.
No, they got Alabama next week after their bye. Then they got Auburn, Mississippi State, Texas, and then they get another bye. Then they got Florida, Ole Miss, and then Tennessee.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Man.
If they unhealthy in any of those games, they hurt.
Yeah.
They hurt.
They got to have ball games so bad.
And their defensive backs, like you said last week, T1, their defensive line and their defensive backs aren't what they used to be, man. They're not what they used to be.
Yeah.
Man. And that NC State Clemson game, North Carolina State, I'm looking at it. I didn't realize they was 2-1.
Mm-hmm. Hey, I'm excited to watch that Nebraska game come on tomorrow too, right? Nebraska, Illinois.
Yeah, they come.
Oh yeah, I'm locked in on that.
Yeah. I'll be going back and forth checking out Kyle McCord though in Syracuse.
Yeah.
See if he can throw some big numbers up there and try to keep his name in the Heisman conversation. As long as he throwing for them 3 pluses, he can keep his name out there.
You sure can.
Yeah, so we actually got some good games tomorrow.
Definitely.
It's getting started.
For sure. All right, y'all. Well, if y'all ain't got nothing else y'all want to add to the show, man, we can go ahead and wrap it up and then get ready for. I don't know if y'all gonna be available Saturday morning or not before college game day come on, but
always the game day. I like our game day Saturday mornings. I get it started. I love those.
Mm-hmm.
You still be asleep, T1?
Bruh, that's my only sleep-in day. Look, you be sending them texts out like, all right, going live in 15 minutes. I'll be looking, be like 8 o'clock. I'll be like, damn, let me get up. I gotta go back to work.
But it's fun. I had turned my alarm off when I had woke up, and I was like, oh crap. I was like, man, I forgot we was gonna get up this morning. And I was like, nah, I gotta be up every morning like it's game day now, man.
All right, man, listen. I can't sleep. Normally, if it wasn't football, I'll be knocked out, bro. Listen, I cannot sleep.
Right.
Look, I like sleeping. Look, I'm gonna keep it all the way 100 with y'all. Like, I don't like sitting and waiting around on a game. So I might even just lay in the bed. Like I get up at 11 and watch Buckeye Football Fever and get started.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. For sure.
Yeah, but yeah, I'll be ready.
Okay, cool.
I'll be ready.
I'm gonna have the thing up and ready to roll. And we're gonna go over that college playoff and then, say a little bit more about what we think gonna happen throughout that day.
Cool. That's what's up. Who y'all got for tonight? Y'all got the game on the tube right now. Y'all been looking.
No, I haven't turned it
What's the
on.
name was up? That's what I was looking at. They up 14-0. What is that? South Alabama on Appalachian
No, I'm
State.
talking about the Jets up 7-0 on
No, I did.
New England right now. New England punting.
Yeah, I did change from that. Yep, New England got the ball still late in the first. I'm about to go watch that. Are they about
Hey,
to get
look,
the ball back?
I had Lazard as one of my wide receivers. I traded him. He done already scored a touchdown.
Oh,
I knew I should have kept him because that's what's his name? Old receiver, man.
That's
So
an
they
old
got
receiver.
that. So they got that connection. But I mean, the first couple games, like he wasn't hooking up with him.
right.
Yeah, that's his boy.
Hey, but Marvin Harrison ate for me. He ate real good for me last week. He made that up. I was happy about that.
Oh,
How
yeah.
many points he get you?
28.
Whoa, 28?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. He got me a hot 28. That was a way to bounce back because I was mad after that week one. Week one, he gave me 0.90.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Not even.
Yeah. Not even a point. Remember, I was cussing little Shorty out. I was mad at Kyle, man.
Right,
Like,
right.
how you don't get this man the ball? He one of the best. You got these other rookie receivers out here showing out. He got one catch.
Yeah,
Right.
he got the ball. Hands down.
Like, Carla, don't you know his daddy is a Hall of Famer, boy?
Man, listen.
His daddy caught balls for a living with the Hall of Fame Peyton Manning. If you
Right.
don't throw him the ball, we take
Yeah,
his
you messing up
contract.
your stats.
Right. You getting up out of here, buddy.
Hey, he learned real quick though, didn't he? They did all that damage in the first half.
He sure
Real
did.
quick.
They did that in the first half. Like, really, he should have had way more than that.
Yeah,
I thought he was going to go for 200 and about 250 the way he was starting off.
Yeah.
I need my dude A.D. Mitchell to come alive, man, for the Indianapolis Colts, man. They can't seem to get the guy the ball. He be open, but Richardson, man, ain't been able to get in the rock.
And they talk about how strong Richardson's arm is.
He like remember the Titans. Remember how he was telling the one dude, the one quarterback, yeah, you can throw it a mile, but you can't pitch it 5 yards.
Right.
5 yards.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah. All right, fellas. Well, man, y'all have a good rest of y'all evening, man. Listen, that moon was off the chain last
I
night.
told you it was big and low, didn't I?
I was looking at it, man. It was crazy.
At first, I couldn't find it because all the daggone trees in the neighborhood, man. And I'm looking, and I'm like, man, ain't no moon even out here. I see all these twinkling stars, but I'm like, man, ain't no moon out here. So then I turned, and I could see it through the trees, and then I moved to a clearing. Oh my God, man! You almost feel like you could grab it and palm it like a
Man,
Yeah.
it was so
right
bright. You could see the crevices in it and everything. Like, man, that's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy. But yeah, all right, fellas. I'll catch y'all, man. Enjoy the rest of y'all's night. Have a great Friday. Catch y'all Saturday.
Same to you as well.
All right, WTP Sports Dudes out.
All right,
Peace. Peace.